What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mr. Madrid from the Mr. Madrid Show. It's been a long time, a little over a month that I haven't posted a new episode. And I don't want to set no excuses up, right? I think life has just been lifing, and it's been a mixture of insecurity and a lot of unknown. And I think I let that get the best of me uh, because I always feel like confidence comes from knowing, right, what the next move is gonna be, what the outcome is gonna be. And I've just taken 2 weeks off of work. I enjoyed the holidays with me and my family, and it was the most peaceful time, the most fun time that I've had in a very long time. And I think the reason why is because I realized I was taking myself too seriously. And life is serious, and at the same time, I think the moment you start taking yourself too serious, you kind of change the dynamic of who you really are. For me, I'm a jokester. Everything is a joke to me. I can't not laugh at life, right? Even when I'm at my worst. And I think in stepping into unfamiliar territories or territory in the last couple weeks, months, and so on, it threw a monkey wrench in my life. Like I was posting podcast episodes every single week for the last like 2 months from like September, October into like November. And then, things at work got a little shaky, didn't really know what was going on there. And it affected me. I'm human, right? And I'm not setting any excuses or anything like that. But I think what I can give off to the viewers, the listeners, it's okay not to know what the next move is. But I think the moment that you start declining in your journey is when you stop moving, right? When you stop your journey too early. And I feel like podcasting is genuinely my passion, and talking to other people, sharing stories, allowing people to come onto my show and display their journey out for the viewers and listeners to be able to take little nuggets from or get inspired or whatever it may be that you get from those episodes. And I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of great people who are either in the industry, normal Joe Schmoes, that have offered a lot of information that can be useful to people in all walks of life. Waiting for certainty has stopped me in my tracks. Not once, not twice, not thrice, twice, twice, but plenty of times. And I think that has hindered me for so very long that at this point in time, I'm just like, fuck it. It's okay not knowing, but what's going to separate me from previous versions of myself is the ability to keep moving, keep swimming. Like Dory said, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And I think feeling discouraged is part of human nature, but I think staying 10 toes down in your belief in yourself is what's going to get you the furthest. It's going to overcome that fear, that doubt, that lack of confidence that we may have at certain times. And ultimately, you rooting for yourself and making sure that even through times that you're not certain, that you keep pushing forward. And I think that comes just as exercise does, right? It's not something that's going to happen from one day to another. It's going to take some reps. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some failure, some triumphs where you're going to, fall down 9 times, get up 10, one of those things. And I think for the most part, it's okay, right? It's okay. And I think that's what these last 2 weeks have done for me is I can't tell you how uncertain just life has been as of late. And if I let it consume me, not only does it affect me, it affects my wife and kids. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to them, and I couldn't do that to myself. So the 2 weeks that I was off allowed me to breathe and just really kind of see see everything on a surface level. Like I'm too into the weeds with just lifing. And that's part of adulting, right? Like you have responsibilities, you have people you have to answer to. And at no moment am I saying that I don't feel blessed or fortunate or it's my privilege to live the life that I live. But ultimately, you build confidence by moving forward in any way. Just keep going. What do you have to lose? And these are things that I tell myself. And I've always been with someone that's like echa pa'lante, like win or lose, those losses are lessons and those triumphs are going to be one of those greatest moments of your lives. But I think the journey is more so in the struggle, in the hustle, in the unknown. And I think I got it fucked up. Like, I thought that I was supposed to know every step of what I was going to do, and there's a little bit of a control freak within that, right? And that itself has given me and still gives me anxiety when things just don't connect the way that they should connect, or things flow the way I think they should flow. And I think if I continue to allow myself to be like that, it's a very miserable life that you would live, right? Just yesterday, me and my family, we're going to go to Top Golf. And it was a situation where I was just getting anxious because I'm like, this is supposed to be like A, B, C, right? Not X, T, U. Like, and the fact that there wasn't like the order that I'm used to and the structure that I want to have, it's losing my mind. Like, there was no, you know what I mean? Like, there was no way me knowing what the outcome was going to be. And at that very moment, as I'm talking to my wife and I'm getting all flustered, I took a step back and I checked myself. I checked myself because I knew I was bugging. I'm like, dude, get a grip of yourself, or maybe let the grip go because you are not in control. Ultimately, this is what this podcast episode is about, is the fact that as much as we think, or I think that I'm in control, I am not in control. I love something that Jay-Z said one time where he said, you want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. And that makes me chuckle even now. We think we have it figured out. We think we have like a grand master plan. And it's okay to have all that stuff, right? You should have a plan in place. But within that plan, if there's any moments of uncertainty, just stay 10 toes down, keep hustling, keep pushing, and you will find confidence within that. I think those are the moments that really ultimately build your confidence, is those moments that you don't know what the hell is going to happen or what's going on, but you are confident enough to try or want or have the will to figure it out. And that's a moment within myself too that I forgot who the fuck I am, right? I've been through a lot, and I'm sure all the viewers and listeners, you guys have been through a lot too. And I'm not taking away anybody's story, saying my story is any worse or any better than anybody else's. I just chose to share this point in life because I haven't shot any podcasts and life has been lifing, and uncertainties have been affecting me mentally, spiritually, health wise. But your boy has gained a couple pounds and I gotta take it easy. I mean, the holidays are over, so it's really time to grind and the future is uncertain. I'm gonna continue to plan and I'm gonna continue to pivot as I move along. I'm not gonna be as hard on myself as I typically am, to the point that I shut down or stop moving. I think that's the worst part of it all, is that you get so in your head that you choose just to shut down like a computer, you just turn off. So I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that ever again. I think that in showing vulnerability, I'm exposing a different side of myself that I never have before, which is I hate being uncertain. I hate not knowing. I hate not having a plan or some type of structure, but I'm not perfect. And I think in me trying to control those things, I'm going to be a very unhappy person. And I love to be happy. I love spreading joy and positivity amongst my family and my extended family and friends and so on, and even at work. So this is like a moment where it's like, Madrid, get a grip on yourself. It's okay. It's okay not to know what's going to happen next, but just keep working, keep grinding, keep hustling, keep giving 110%, and don't spread yourself too thin either, right? Like, plan accordingly, try your best to create structure within your life and learn to pivot, learn to bob and weave, as I've always said, and keep grinding. And I don't know what the future holds, but I trust myself enough to know that I'm a bad motherfucker, right? I trust myself enough to know that I shall figure it out, even when the cards have been dealt that throw everything into like a frenzy. Something my wife that I adore and love always says is, babe, we will figure it out. And to anybody out there, if you're willing and you have the willpower, and you're willing to hustle, and you're devoted, and you're 10 toes down, and you want to make it out of whatever you're in, you will figure it out. But mind over matter, you cannot mind over matter. You cannot put doubt, seeds of doubt in your brain. You cannot surround yourself with people that have a bag of seeds of doubt and are just willing to just like overcast, I think it's called when you put seeds in your grass, like overseeding doubt all over your life. Don't allow anybody to do that, right? And I've said that before, and we're not going to get into that because this is just about positivity and about you walking in your light. And the last thing I'll say is for those of you that are waiting for the right moment to make a move, positive moves, right? Something that's going to change your life for the better. Do not wait for the perfect moment. I can't tell you that if we would have waited to make the move down to Florida, it would have never happened. And you'll see it just the way the stars align, you'll know that it's the right thing to do. Because when we chose to move down to Florida about 8 years ago, everything fell into place. There were some hiccups, like anything else, but for the most part, everything fell into place. And we didn't decide just to go a little further and not give you too much of the story, but we didn't decide or plan this out a year in advance. We came down for our vacation. 3 weeks later, we filled up a little trailer with as much as we could. I drove down. My wife flew down. We booked an apartment. We signed a lease from New York City. And 3 weeks later, we were here in Florida. We didn't even have a mattress to sleep on. We slept, I think we bought like a little twin size or full size air mattress. And from there, we stayed 10 toes down. We faced many adversities, a lot of moments of uncertainty, moments where we thought we were going ahead. We took 2 steps forward to take 10 steps back. But I think being equally yoked with my wife, having that belief, having that hustle, the will, the drive, and the confidence in my ability to keep pushing is what's got us this far. And not just me, right? I want to make sure it's me and my wife. The fact that we're, you know, together. But even if you don't have a significant other, do it for yourself. Believe in your moves, believe in the things that you want to do, and don't wait any longer to make that move that you guys are looking to make. And always keep God first because a lot of times, and that this is where I'll end it, I stray away from my belief in God and from like stray away to the point that I think I have control and that I control my outcomes. And when I do that, I notice that things start veering off in the wrong direction. And when I pray and I lay and put everything at his feet and submit to know that I'm not in control, that's when everything gets better. And that's all I'll leave you with. I'm going to come back to my weekly episodes, bringing on some awesome guests. And if you want to jump on the show, just let me know. Peace and love.